this week's episode of Restaurants Near Me, we're returning to beautiful Broomfield, Colorado. Broomfield's a suburb located on I-36 between Denver and Boulder. I'm going to take you to 5 restaurants in 5 hours. Let's eat. Starting off this episode at Eat, Food and Drink with this unique Bloody Mary. It's an everything bagel Bloody Mary. We got bacon and sausage in it. Really excited about it. I love everything seasoning. Wow, that is zesty. So this restaurant came on my show, What's for Lunch? It's a live show I film in the tech center. And so I've been sending people to this restaurant ever since, and this is actually my first time here. This is one of the dishes they actually brought when they came on What's for Lunch. It's a short rib Benedict with smoked paprika hollandaise on top. It's on ciabatta. They braised the short rib for 12 hours. Look at the portion sizes here. This is insane. Oh yeah. Unbelievable. When that egg broke, mixed in with the hollandaise, don't go anywhere, I'll be right back for you. Another massive portion of food. We got the chili rellenos here. I have not tried these before, and they're doing them in egg roll wrappers, really unique take on it, with some pork green chili, 2 sunny side up eggs. I don't go out for brunch a lot because every time I go out, I'm like, I can make it better at home. I can't make this better at home. You guys are killing it. Smoke and Oak has been open in Broomfield for about a year. They do wood-fired pizzas. They also do some sandwiches, some salads. But if you come here, save room for the wood-fired apple pie. Made to order with that glaze on top of it. It's amazing. First time I came here, I was like, oh, what should I get? Should I get a custom pizza? They're like the buffalo chicken pizzas or signature pizza. I'm like, there's no way. It had such weird ingredients on it. Banana peppers and raspberry sauce and blue cheese dressing. But it works. All these flavors really work together. They cook the pizza in this gorgeous wood-fired oven. I've seen pictures how they got it in here because they had to import it from Italy. They had to take out the windows and they had a forklift to put it in there. They cook the pizzas about 700 degrees, so it only takes a few minutes. You get a nice little char. See a little char there? You get a little bit of bubbles. You get folds. And this, my friends, is yumminess. All the flavors really work together. There's a little bit of creaminess, a little bit of spiciness. Gotta show you guys this apple pie. Like nothing else I've seen around town. Can you beat a fresh, hot apple pie? I don't think so. We're back here at 3 Margaritas Broomfield. We filmed them the first time we did Broomfield, but we ate in the parking lot, and I thought it really didn't capture the vibe of the place, so I wanted to come back, and the food was so good, and Chewy, the owner here, is such a great host, I figured we have to come back. So what he brought me today is a sampler flight of margaritas representing Mexican Independence Day, which is coming up this week. So this is the colors of the flag. We have melon, we have lime, we have spicy, we have strawberry. Salud. So this is episode 31. We've been to about 150 restaurants. This is our first quesabirria. The quesabirria is a really trendy Mexican dish. Came up from Mexico just in the last few years. I love the way he does it here as a quesadilla. You just dunk it on in that consomme right there. I call it like a Mexican French dip. That's a 10. 3 Margaritas actually started in Washington State before coming to Colorado. All the units here in Colorado have similar menus, similar vibes, but they're all individually owned by different members of the family. What you also don't expect when you come to a Mexican restaurant is they have fresh, light, healthy dishes too. You don't have to get something smothered with cheese. You can get the shrimp guachile here, and it's got a jalapeno avocado sauce, got red onions, carrots, just put on a little chip here. It's just like a ceviche. Crisp, light, refreshing, great in the summer. Just a little bit of heat, catching up to me. A little more heat, not too bad, about an 8. The sauce has got tons of flavor, layers of depth in here. This takes me back to Mexico, all the family vacations I take, sitting poolside, eating ceviche. Thanks, 3 Margaritas. Right across the street from 3 Margaritas is Jenny Pho. Jenny Pho's been here just a couple of years. You've got to come hungry. They bring you a ton of food. We got New Zealand green lip mussels here with peanuts and lime, a little bit of onion, sweet and sour chicken wings, and a traditional pork chop. What an interesting combination here to put the over easy egg with the rice with the pork chop. I'm gonna try it all together in one bite. I'm guessing that's how they want you to eat it. Wow, really tender, tremendous flavor. They got a 3-day marinade on this pork chop, and you could really taste it. You got some ginger, some soy, probably some sugar on here. You've seen me eat chicken wings many times on this show. This is how you do it. Just the one bite. I would never think coming to a Vietnamese restaurant and get chicken wings, but I would definitely come back for these. Love New Zealand green lip mussels. It's how I used to serve it in my restaurant. These are more meaty than the PEIs, the Prince Edward Island ones. And same kind of thing as the chicken wings, you just take it down. Love the flavors there. The saltiness of the peanuts with the lime and the onion, really balanced well together. So growing up, never heard of pho. And then all of a sudden it started popping up, and my wife, Mrs. Ocean Eats, she's a huge fan of it. So I get it with her all the time, we split it. And this is the order we would get. Brisket and rare steak. And then you fix it up how you like it. So put some basil in it, some bean sprouts in it, mix it on up. Chopsticks are upside down. You can tell he's doing it right here. You know he must be cooking this broth hours to get this kind of layers of complexity and depth. One of the better phos I've ever had in my life. Check this place out, it's amazing. Starting off at Beltran's Grill with a watermelon margarita. This one, best margarita at Top Taco. Let me give it a whirl, see if it really is award-winning. Oh, wow. You're gonna have to get me another one of these. That is exceptional. So what they're doing here, they're doing tacos, tequila, margaritas, some great well-chosen appetizers, really authentic. This family also owns a meat market in Denver, so that's where they get the knowledge for meat and how to break it down and use it for tacos.
All right, so first of all, we got your appetizer right here. We call this nachicharrones, our version of nachos, but instead of using chips, we use our homemade, that we make at our meat market, our pork skins. So you have a bit of pork skins, and then you have the mushrooms. You have epazote, which is a leaf that you only found in south of Mexico. Then you got the mushrooms, you got the pico, and then you got a tomatillo salsa on there. And then right over here, you have your tacos. So you got your octopus taco with a bed of cabbage, and then you have a mango habanero salsa. Right over here, you have our mahi mahi taco with a spicy green salsa with a bed of mango pico. And then last but not least, we have our traditional taco. It's gonna be an al pastor taco that also did really well at Top Taco. It's just gonna be your pork. It's gonna have a avocado cream salsa, pineapple, onions, and cilantro.
Very intriguing. This is one of these dishes that you can't find anywhere else, so you gotta come all the way up here to Broomfield to get this dish. It's so unique, the flavors really work together. All right, let's try these tacos. If you guys remember, al pastor, one of my favorite combinations, pork and pineapple, you can never go wrong with that. That's what I'm starting with. These took third place in Top Taco. Not too shabby, because there's like 60 restaurants there. One of the better al pastors I've ever had. The pork is cooked perfectly, really tender, really flavorful. Pineapple's so fresh. Little mahi taco, you can never go wrong with that combination. Ooh, got some heat in there. Fish is exceptionally fresh, really moist. If you don't think you like octopus, it's because you haven't had good octopus. If people know how to do it right, it should be really tender, really flavorful. Let's eat. I've actually never had an octopus taco before. I would absolutely order a bunch of these and just have these. This is my favorite of the three. Broomfield, take two, you killed it again. 5 restaurants, 5 hours, such great food, great hospitality, amazing cocktails. Come get this watermelon margarita. We'll see you soon for another episode of Restaurants Near Me. Let's eat.